It looks like a creature from another planet. The largest arthropod on Earth.
With a leg span of 12 feet, the giant spider crab is a true monster of the deep. But inside this armored fortress hides the sweetest meat in the ocean.
It takes immense heat to penetrate this shell.
Welcome to the factory. This is the journey from 12-foot monster to a gourmet masterpiece.
The journey begins 1,000 feet down in the freezing darkness of the Pacific.
They are scavengers. Drawn by the scent of bait, they enter the pots, unaware of their fate.
Pulling them up require heavy hydraulics. These cages can weigh hundreds of pounds. Once on deck, the challenge is entanglement. Their legs are incredibly long and fragile.
Workers must separate them by hand. If a leg breaks, the value of the catch drops instantly. Speed is critical. The spider crab must arrive at the factory alive. Inside the facility, the spider army enters the processing line.
A cold saltwater shower cleans the shells and lowers their metabolism, making them safer to handle.
Only the mature giants are processed. Any undersized crabs are returned to the ocean.
Inspected, cleaned, and massive, they are now ready for the most difficult stage, butchery.
The process is humane and instant. A single spike to the nerve center ends the struggle before it begins.
Weighing up to 40 pounds, these aren't your average garden crabs. Flipping them is a two-man job.
First, the abdominal flap is removed. This unlocks the main carapace.
The armored lid is removed. Surprisingly, the body holds very little meat, and the treasure is in the legs.
The gills, known as dead man's fingers, are inedible and filter impurities. They must be completely removed.
A high-pressure blast cleans the cavity. Now, we are left with the core cluster.
Spider crabs are ancient and often covered in barnacles. The shells must be scrubbed clean before cooking.
We enter the hot zone. This is where the chemistry happens. The air is thick with the scent of salt and heat.
These cages weigh over a ton. Manual lifting is impossible. Heavy hydraulics take over. The water is kept at a rolling boil of 100 degrees Celsius. The plunge is slow to maintain temperature stability.
For 20 minutes, the heat penetrates the thick, calcified armor. This is the signature moment. Heat unlocks the astaxanthin pigment, turning the muddy camouflage into a brilliant crimson.
Impurities rise to the surface as foam. They are skimmed away to keep the flavor pure.
The timer hits 0. The cage rises, dripping with superheated brine.
The transformation is complete. They look less like sea monsters and more like a luxury delicacy.
Safety is paramount. The internal meat must reach 95 degrees to ensure it is fully pasteurized.
But the cooking continues inside the shell. To stop it from becoming rubbery, we need ice.
The Dungeness crabs are now fully cooked, but if they cool slowly, the meat will stick to the shell. They need a thermal shock.
They are plunged directly into a brine solution chilled to -5 degrees.
This sudden drop in temperature forces the meat to contract, pulling it away from the shell wall.
The water is supersaturated with salt. This allows it to stay liquid below freezing, cooling the product faster than plain ice.
Within 15 minutes, the core temperature drops to a safe level. The cooking process is arrested instantly.
This allows the shell to be peeled away like a zipper, exposing the meat without tools.
The mirror section is the filet mignon of the crab world. The thickest, sweetest meat.
The claws are harder than stone. A hydraulic fracturer pre-cracks them so the customer doesn't need a hammer.
Cut, scored, and graded. They are now ready to be frozen in time. Order from chaos. Vibrating channels align the frozen legs for the computer's eye. Every leg is unique. Lasers map the volume and shape to calculate the meat yield inside.
They are graded by size, from L to the massive 5-liter jumbo. The price difference is huge.
By the end of the shift, this facility will have graded over 10,000 units. Sorted, sized, and perfect. Now they are ready for the final box.
Presentation is everything. We use heavy-duty, wax-coated cartons designed to hold the cold.
A heavy blue liner protects the meat from freezer burn and provides a high-contrast background for the red shell. Packing is an art form. The shoulder-to-tip pattern ensures maximum density and stability.
The top layer is the show face. These are the pristine legs the customer sees first when opening the box.
We sell by weight, not volume. Every box is slightly overfilled to guarantee value.
The liner is folded tight. No air in, no moisture out.
The lid goes on. It is now a self-contained thermal unit.
High-tension straps secure the package. It must survive the journey across the world. The label is the promise of quality, wild-caught and premium grade.
The final stack. Interlocking patterns ensure the pallet doesn't tip during transit on rough seas.
We wrap it tight. This film acts as a final barrier against humidity and shifting loads. The door opens to the Cathedral of Ice, the main holding warehouse.
Precision driving is required. One wrong move could topple thousands of pounds of inventory.
Every box is tracked digitally. We know exactly where the catch from 3 months ago is sitting.
It is 25 degrees below zero in here. Humans can only work for limited shifts.
The order comes in. A restaurant chain in New York needs 5 tons of premium spider crab. The cold chain must never be broken. The pallet moves from one freezer to another instantly. A security seal ensures the cargo is untouched until it reaches the destination.
The factory's job is done. Now, the logistics network takes over.